Welcome to the Race Report show. Now, the season is winding down to an end across all mountain bike disciplines, but there are a few key areas that are still kicking off. So without further ado, let's take a look at the weekend's action. It was the penultimate round of the Enduro World Series in Spain at the weekend. After a few weeks off to rest and recover from Whistler last month, riders were raring to go to ride the 7 long and challenging stages of Zona Zero Zababa. It wasn't the one though for Sam Hill, who sadly after stage 2 sat back in 128th place after suffering from a huge front tyre blowout. Fortunately though, Martyn Maes was on hand to help him out and to make sure he made it to the next stage in time. Now that's what I call sportsmanship. Now it wasn't just Sam Hill who was having a tough time in Spain, as Scottish rocket Katie Winton feels this round was one of her worst performances in about 3 years. Now that's definitely saying something about the Spanish terrain out there. In the women's field, there were no prizes for guessing the winner, as Cecile Ravenel has been absolutely on fire this season. Such a strong and determined rider, she nailed the top spot ahead of Isabeau Corridor, who came in second, and Adrienne Nadeau in third. For the men, we were of course expecting Sam Hill up on that podium this weekend, but after a huge setback on the first day, he was out of the run-in, which left the field wide open for Yeti rider Richie Rude to claim the top spot. Martyn Maes finished a few seconds behind him, with Damien Oaten coming in third place. Now these guys and girls have less than a week to rest up before heading over to Finale for the EWS finals at the weekend, where our very own GMBN Neil will be racing, and I cannot wait to see the action from there. It was the final round of the Proffix Swiss Bike Cup in Lugano, Switzerland at the weekend, where for many racers it was the last big race of the cross-country season. With the likes of world champion Schurter and Neff racing, it was set to be a close one. However, we couldn't have been more surprised as racers made tracks between the tapes. The cross-country course challenged riders to a good mix of technical, flow and grassy banks, with many areas for mistakes and overtaking. Despite a strong start for Neff, a crash in her first lap took her out of the race and back to the hotel. So with Neff out of the run-in, the lead was picked up by Russia's Irina Kalantieva, who finished in a time of 1 hour, 33 minutes and 31 seconds. Swiss racer Alessandra Keller followed just 1 minute later and to take the second place, while Nicole Koller took third. In the men's race, Nino Schurter, the world champion, took to the start line next to World Cup rival Gerard Kuschbaumer. But as the race got underway, it was apparent that Schurter was taking it easy before the off-season begins. This left Kuschbaumer to take the win in 1 hour, 28 minutes, 51 seconds, followed by Matthias Flugeiger, 37 seconds after, and Tituin Canrod taking third place. Now, it was the penultimate round of the UCI Mountain Bike Eliminator World Cup in Belgium at the weekend, where rainfall seriously interfered with the time runs, but certainly did not dampen the effort of every single racer there. Making their way round a short and extremely slippery circuit, it was Norway's Ingrid Jacobsen who took her third World Cup win of the season, ahead of fellow countrywoman Anna Stray Rongave, who came in second place, and Dutch rider Zoe Mulder taken third. As conditions worsened though, the men really had to dig deep to combat the churned up track, but it was Dutch rider Levi Braam who held his own and took his first World Cup victory of the season. Spain's Alberto Fernandez came in second place, with Sweden's Anton Alstom taken third. Now the final round of the UCI Mountain Bike Eliminator World Cup will take place in Brazil on November 24th, so we definitely cannot wait for that. Now we're pretty excited about the EWS final this weekend. As I said earlier, Neil will be racing and capturing all the action himself. So we're really excited to see what he comes back with, and of course to see what result he gets. So wish Neil good luck. And if you want to see more from GMBN, then click over here to have a look at Neil's bucket list events for mountain biking, and over here to watch Blake's bikepacking trip around the Isle of Wight. And of course, don't forget to hit that globe where you can subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up for this video.